They fake their own heads, shut down their bodies, fire microscopic needles, turn water into choking slime, throw out their own organs, shoot blood from their eyes, fire boiling chemicals, launch venom harpoons, and even break their own bones just to stay alive. Join me for today's video, where we count down 10 of the scariest animal defenses ever recorded. Starting with number 10, the butterfly with a fake head. At first glance, the false head butterfly looks fragile, harmless, and easy to catch, but its wings are built like a visual trap for predators. On the back of its wings, it carries markings that look like eyes, antennae, and even a second head. So when a bird or lizard attacks, it often strikes the wrong end. The butterfly may lose a piece of wing, but its real head survives. And in nature, that tiny mistake can mean the difference between being eaten and flying away alive. Number 9, the opossum that turns itself into a corpse. Most animals run, bite, or hide when danger comes close. But the opossum does something much stranger. It shuts down into a death-like state. Its body goes limp, its mouth may open, saliva can appear, and it can release a smell that makes predators think they have found something rotten instead of fresh prey. The craziest part is that this is not just acting. It is an involuntary survival response, almost like the animal's body crashes the system on purpose. And while the predator hesitates, the opossum gets the only thing it needs: time. Number 8, the tarantula that shoots invisible needles. When you think of a spider defense, you probably imagine fangs and venom. But some New World tarantulas have a weapon that is far more disturbing because you may not even see it coming. When threatened, the spider scrapes special hairs from its abdomen and launches them into the air like a cloud of microscopic barbed needles. These hairs can irritate skin, eyes, and airways. And to a small predator, they are like biological fiberglass fired straight into the face. The tarantula does not need to chase anything. It just kicks, fires, and lets the pain do the work. Number 7, the hagfish that turns water into a slime trap. Imagine a predator biting what looks like an easy meal, and within seconds its mouth and gills are filled with thick, sticky slime. That is the hagfish's defense. It is slow, soft, and almost helpless looking. But when attacked, it releases slime threads that expand through the water and create a choking mass around the predator's face. Sharks and fish that try to swallow a hagfish often spit it out immediately, shaking their heads in panic because their gills start clogging and breathing becomes difficult. The hagfish does not fight like a normal animal. It weaponizes texture, turns water into a trap, and then slips away while the attacker struggles to breathe. Number 6. The sea cucumber that ejects its own organs. This animal looks like one of the easiest meals in the ocean. Slow, soft, and almost defenseless, but some sea cucumbers carry one of the most disgusting escape systems in nature. When threatened, they can expel sticky internal structures through the rear of the body, sending out long white threads that tangle around the attacker. To a predator, it is like biting into something that suddenly throws out living glue. The sea cucumber may lose part of itself, but that is the point. Sacrifice a piece of the body, confuse the enemy, and survive long enough to regenerate later. Number 5, the horned lizard that shoots blood from its eyes. This one sounds fake, but it is real. When cornered, some horned lizards can build pressure around the eyes and fire a stream of blood toward a predator. It is not just meant to scare. The blood can taste terrible to certain predators, especially canids, and the shock of seeing prey suddenly spray blood from its own face can be enough to break the attack. Most animals use claws, teeth, or speed, but this lizard turns its own circulatory system into a pressure weapon. Number 4, the Iberian ribbed newt with poisoned ribs. This amphibian may look ordinary, but if a predator bites down, it activates one of the strangest body defense systems ever seen. The newt pushes its sharp ribs outward until they pierce through its own skin, turning the sides of its body into a row of hidden blades. Even worse, the skin contains toxic secretions, so the ribs can come out coated in poison, creating a painful and dangerous surprise for anything trying to eat it. This is not armor on the outside. This is an internal weapon system that stays hidden until the exact moment it is needed. Number 3, the bombardier beetle, nature's boiling chemical cannon. This small beetle does not look like much, but if a frog, spider, or bird tries to eat it, the beetle can turn its rear end into a tiny chemical weapon. Inside its body, it stores chemicals separately, then mixes them in a reaction chamber when danger appears. The result is a hot, irritating spray that can be fired in rapid pulses with shocking precision. To a predator trying to swallow it, the experience is like a chemical explosion going off in the mouth. The beetle is tiny, but its body works like a weapons lab, complete with storage tanks, reaction chambers, pressure release, and aim. Number 2, the cone snail with a neurotoxic harpoon. It looks like a beautiful shell on the beach, the kind of thing a person might pick up without thinking. But inside that shell is one of the most terrifying weapons in the ocean. The cone snail uses a modified tooth like a harpoon, which it can launch into prey or a threat to inject venom. This venom is designed to attack the nervous system, and in some species, it can paralyze small animals almost instantly. What makes it so frightening is the contrast. It moves slowly, it looks harmless, and it seems like nothing more than a decorative shell. But if you touch the wrong one, that shell can become a silent chemical sniper. And number 1, the hairy frog, the biological wolverine. This final defense sounds like something from a monster movie. When threatened, the hairy frog can force sharp bone structures through its own skin, creating claw-like weapons from inside its body. These are not normal claws sitting neatly on the outside. They are bones that become weapons only when the animal is under extreme danger. That means the frog's defense is not to run faster, hide better, or spray poison from a distance. It breaks the rules by turning injury itself into a weapon. A predator that thinks it has grabbed a soft amphibian suddenly discovers that the prey has armed itself from the inside out. And that is what makes these animal defenses so disturbing. Nature does not always protect life with beauty or speed. Sometimes survival means deception, slime, poison, blood, organs, chemicals, hidden blades, and broken bones. So the next time you see a harmless-looking creature in the wild, remember this: the most terrifying weapons in nature are not always the ones you can see. Comment which defense shocked you the most, and subscribe for more mind-blowing wildlife mysteries you won't believe are real.